All right, we'll get into the track, the Robertson Holden International Speedway Awards for the 2021 season. We'll get them underway. So if you want to just grab up your seat, belt up, and we'll get straight into it. And we'll start with the big award of the night, the Youth Mini Stock Rookie of the Year. Youth Mini Stock Rookie of the Year for the Robertson Holden International Speedway, Ashton Dawn. Another racer from a very famous Speedway family. Ashton Dawn has looked the part on the track straight away, including four points in the season points chase.
I would like to say a big thanks to my mum and dad and to all the sponsors, and yeah.
He's one of these young fellas that does his talking on the track, obviously. Moving to the next event, it's the Youth Mini Stock Top Points.
And this year, the Youth Mini Stock Points goes to Max Lowe. Of course, a massive season for Max, including 26 wins.
Once again, just like to thank Dad, Mum, Holly, Keegan, Curtis, all the boys. Massive thanks to all the Palmy crew for always putting on a good track, and yeah, thank you.
The Youth Mini Stock Young Achiever of the Year.
Well, might as well turn around and come back. Max Lowe. Max Lowe. Of course, Max, as we said, massive season. His last Youth Mini Stock season. He's in the stock car class next year. Double the points from his next rival as well, mate.
Yep. Thanks, Mum, Dad, Ollie, Keegan, Palmy track.
Moving now to the Super Stock Feature Points.
Super Stock feature points this year, William Humphreys. William finished up on 34 feature points, 24 of those coming in one race at the end of the season.
I'd like to thank all the sponsors again, Mum and Dad, everyone else who's helped out through the season. Yeah.
Moving to the next event on the program on the prize list, Best Team Member.
And the best team member overall this year, Luke Myers. Luke Myers, obviously a valuable part of the Palmerston North Pumas throughout the whole season, including the stock car team's final in Wellington, where he was leading it. Unfortunately injured in the race, putting his body literally on the line. And of course, after a stellar World 240s, making the Panthers as a bolter. Well done, Luke.
Into the second place. He's got Hemingway in his sights. The two debutants. He opens the door for Humphreys, and Luke Myers, for good measure, has a shot at Ferguson.
What can I say? It's definitely been a roller coaster of a season. New Zealand stock car champs sort of, I don't know, to have my chances sort of taken away from me, that was pretty hard. But to go to 240s and qualify for that for my first big super stock event, that was pretty cool. And to top it off, to be selected for the Panthers, that was. That's a childhood dream to race for the Panthers, so that was really cool. And unfortunately getting hurt at the end of the season wasn't the best, but overall a really good season, so pretty happy.
Well done, Luke.
The next two awards are very, very special. Some of you may not know or remember Ollie and Trevor Brown and their family from Auckland. They sponsor the next two awards, and we've got a message from Ollie and Trev's daughter, Chantel. And I'd just like to read you what she's written. Evening, everybody. Well, what a year and what a season of racing it's been. Definitely a very fast one. Tonight is to recognise winners and achievements. Firstly, congratulations to all of the recipients of awards tonight. In Ollie and Trev's eyes, it always takes a whole team of people to get our drivers here, and so everyone is a winner. Our drivers are the receivers of the award, but they know it takes more than just their driving to win. It takes each and every one of you that makes the sport that it is. So big congratulations to all involved, as you all need to be recognised for your commitment and for your support. It's always been a great honour for me and Ollie, as Ollie and Trev's daughter, to know every season the trophies are presented at the Palmerston North Awards. These trophies aren't just any trophy. They're very precious to us. They're a taonga, meaning a very precious treasure, and they hold a lot of pride. Obviously, my parents had a lot of mana and aroha, meaning respect and love for your Palmerston North track, to gift you two of these precious treasures. In fact, it's lucky for you guys you've got more of these trophies than our Auckland track does. Ollie and Trev, my beautiful parents, had huge hearts, and they truly loved our racing sport. Yes, of course, they had a few favourites, one of them being their Auckland All-Stars, but honestly, they adored you all, and to this day, many of the oldies will remember them for this. It's with great pleasure, and after a lot of thought and discussion behind the scenes that goes into picking who is deserving of these trophies, the following recipients have been chosen especially for these special trophies, so congratulations to you all. To everyone else, may you have a great night of celebrations, and we look forward to seeing you all next season. All the very best, Chantel and the Ollie and Triple Brown family. And the first of these awards is Warrior of the Oval.
And this year, the Warrior of the Oval Award goes to Jack Myers.
Wasn't really expecting any of this, to be fair, but yeah, once again it was a very good season. Yeah, again, to everybody at the table over there, would never have been possible. But hey, look, these yeah, I think these usually come from the teams racing side of things, or if I'm not wrong. But yeah, hey, that's what we love to do. You know, individual titles are just a bonus, but to be in part of the teams with Palmy, it's generally pretty hard to get selected. So yeah, to be out there and be able to come away with this is just an extra bonus. So yeah, thanks again. Cheers.
The second one is the Hero of the Teams Champs.
This year, the Hero of Team Champs from the Rebels, Brent Stewart.
Levine, what can he do to the 9? And 9's going to sit right in behind his brother and attack himself. Ethan has to do some superb blocking, and his brother comes into cover, and Stewart gets released again. Brent Stewart. Brent Stewart just trying to drive away from Wallace Melton. Now what can he do? They've got Brent Stewart. Spurt down Wallace, pushed them straight through. And he's run to the grass a little bit there. But Brent Stewart's going to come round the Rotorua Rebels. They're going to win their first title. The Rebels! 1986! The Rotorua Rebels have won their first championship since 1986. Unbelievable here for the Rebels.
Last time Brent ventured down to Palmerston North for teams race was 2014 when the Rotorua Rascals won the Stock Car Teams Championship. He was here as part of the Rebels last season as a sixth driver, never got to race, but he finally made his debut at the Superstock Team Champs this year. And in that debut, he won 3 of the 4 races for the Rotorua Rebels. We tried to get Brent here, we failed because, I don't know, there's something going on in Reparoa apparently, a big party or something. Truth be had it that Brent was meant to do a video call with me, and on his way home from rugby, decided to crash his motorbike. He is all good though. So the next call went to his brother Dale to do a stunt double. He's busy helping Brent out. The next call went to the manager. X was on the beers. The next call was to the brother AJ Extons, and who happened to be with Alan McRobbie. They sent a message, but it's inappropriate to play. Basically, every single one of those drivers had one message to give me, to give you all, and that is, up the Rebels.
And that's exactly what we think too.
Yeah, you're a bit different there, Dave, to be fair, but on to the next one.
All right, let's move to the female competitor of the year.
Whoa, that's a good point, but the female competitor of the year this year goes to Rebecca Barr. Rebecca had a massive season again, obviously a part of the Mustangs again, I think the Panthers earlier in the year, and this year was the manager of the Cowgirls, who finished up second, girls. Second. Cheers.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best of seasons, but being a part of the KP Cowgirls and running that this year has been pretty cool. Just seeing the girls coming through into the sport, there's more and more girls coming into the sport, and it's awesome to see. Probably there's some other girls I can think of that are pretty deserving to probably be up there tonight. But thanks to Mum and Dad, because without them I wouldn't be racing. Dad puts in hours and hours to get me to the track, and next season me and Mum are going to be racing, so it's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, Dad's going to be on the tools, so. Yeah, thanks to Dad, all my crew, to the girls, the Palmerston North Speedway, everyone, thank you very much.
No pressure next year, Sally, to win this one.
Finalist for Competitor of the Year.
First finalist is Adam Joblin, third place, New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix. We move on to Wayne Hemme, second place at the South Island Champs. Jack Myers, first place at the World 240s. And Jamie Larson, first place at the Sprint Car Grand Prix and the Sprint Car North Island Champs.
And the overall Competitor of the Year.
If you want to both come up here. Basically, we just paper, scissors, rock as to who gets the big trophy. Overall Competitor of the Year goes to Jamie Larson. And Larson up the inside of Taylor. That's for position number 2.
getting a man drive out of the corners. But Allard's dropped it one. Oh, he's trying to cover. Larson had to yield there. Larson's got one last ditch around the outside. High he goes. White flag, one to go. Let's have a go. Jamie Larson to the high line. Allard on the bottom. The 2NZ started from pole position. Larson now with the big dive to the outside. Has he got it done this time? He's got the pace. He gets in front and Larson gets it on the line. Jamie Larson in his final national championship takes the win.
Of course, Jamie won the Sprint Car Grand Prix in the North Island Champs, and who can forget winning the North Island Champs in the last bend, passing Jonathan Allard. Third place at the Vanuatu Champs. Salute to Goody winner in Ruapuna, and of course the Bay Park Speedway Gold Cup winner, Jamie Larson.
Yeah, thanks, Stu. First of all, I'd like to thank Puck and Bruce from Palmerston Speedway, all the volunteers that make all the shows happen, the safety crew, the fire crew, the officials. You know, just everyone that makes 30-odd shows happen a year at Palmerston North. Big thanks to all of them. Obviously, we announced a retirement pretty much mid-season this year. You know, it's a retirement from a family-based team that we've done for 16 years now, I think. So, you know, big thanks to Mum and Dad for obviously supporting that the whole way through mini stocks, mini sprint cars, everything. You know, it's a retirement from full-time driving, but you know, we'll still be out there crewing and spectating and maybe doing some volunteering to give back to the sport, and you know, hopefully given the opportunity to have the odd driver, some cars and some the odd night and that. But yeah, you know, just a big thanks, obviously, you know, all the competitors and things like that make the sport happen. So yeah, cheers.
And in a few years of watching the sport, that last pass just blew me away. Fantastic to see. Moving now to the Palmerston Panther acknowledgement.
Yeah, just some acknowledgements here to the Panthers, of course. Fifth at the Teams Champs. Got somewhere in Huntly. And of course, the best one though, they won Teams Nationals, which was awesome. So just an acknowledgement to Jack Myers, William Humphreys, Jordan Dare, Scott Joblin, Peter Bankston, Luke Myers, and the Doctor, David Lowe.
The Puma Stock Car team.
Yep, so those that are Puma drivers will call you up here, and this is their Speedway New Zealand 2NZ certificates. So, Brendan Tye, Luke Myers, Hamish McLeod, Daniel Burmester, Kyle Lamp, Sam Prescott, and Ian Parfitt, your Palmerston North Pumas from the New Zealand Stock Car Teams Championship in Wellington, if you want to come forward and collect your awards.
Yeah, just want to say a big well done to the boys. Did well all season. Drove real well, and second place is still, you know, still pretty good. We did well. We'll come back harder next year. Yeah, just big congrats to everyone and everyone who helped out, all the sponsors. Couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you.
Our next awards are to those behind the scenes and making it all happen. The first Services to Speedway award is to Phil Budding. Of course, if you're injured at Speedway, there's no question about who would be first to attend to your injuries. Phil has been involved with Speedway in providing medical services for well over 10 years. He has a vast practical knowledge of our sport and possible injuries competitors can sustain. An incredibly passionate person who is always on hand should you ever need the services of St. John. A thoroughly deserved award, one of the backbones of our sports here at Palmerston North. Thank you for your service, Phil.
Thank you. And I have to tell you that when I needed a quick trip down to Wellington about 6 months ago in the Ambo, he was the man that took me, and I appreciate it.
Did you get wound off the end?
I did. Took him about 3 days to find me, though. That was the only problem. Right, Services to Speedway. This time it's Mark Phillips. Mark's the person who will direct you on and off the track. Is a stalwart among the Speedway fraternity here in Palmerston North. A valued member of the team who works conscientiously on race nights to ensure a smooth transition between races and all comings and goings out of the pit gate. Mark has dedicated several decades of help to the Speedway, always willing to go above and beyond to ensure the operation runs smoothly. Thank you, Mark, for all your years of service and opening and the shutting of the gates probably over 1,000 times every single Speedway season. Mate, congratulations, well done.
Bit lost for words. I don't get to say much too often. But thanks to the team for making me look good.
Our next Services to Speedway Award. Nah, someone way better. Steve Hall. Steve is the person you always see around the track who's prepared to do almost anything. A keen and passionate Speedway supporter, no job is too big or too small for Steve. Whether it's helping set up the venue before a race meeting or on the tractor, towing you off after a race or collecting rubbish and packing down after the meetings, there's always Steve willing to lend a hand and to empty the bar in the club rooms. Steve, your contribution to the Speedway is greatly appreciated. Cheers, mate.
Don't really expect anything like this. Just really enjoy doing it.
He says way more than that when he's a few deep in the club rooms, especially in Miani.
The next Services to Speedway, Ian Aldridge. Ian is the person who will tow you in and out when you've been broken down. Long-time Speedway volunteer, always willing to make you return and to get you to the tow vehicle with plenty of time to get back on the track for the next race. His ability to work tirelessly on race nights to ensure a smooth program of events can be run. It's a real testament to the passion that he has in Speedway and also how he takes pride in the approach. Thank you for your help over all these years, Ian. You're a valued member of the team here at Speedway.
Bit like Steve, I don't know what to say. You all make me look good. Thank you.
We move now to the Travel Managers Seasons Point Chase. As you know, each and every one of the classes have got Seasons Point Chases and individually, and the end of it, someone is going to pick up a travel prize to the value of $1,500. Stu, who's in the running?
So we'll get you all to come up and line up over here. We'll do a draw behind us. It's not rigged. I've checked the bucket. It's not like Team Champs.
No.
So the Travel Smart Season Points Chase Super Stocks goes to William Humphreys. For the stock cars, hey, quiet and down. Stock cars, the last race of the season, Taylor Lamp. For the midgets, Carl McGill. Mini sprints, and it was an awesome team effort, well, class effort to keep this guy on track all night, it's fair to say. Nathan Jeffries. Right, season points for the saloons. Man, we're dusting some trophies out of the cabinet here. Saloons, Ashley Halcrow. Sidecars, Wingnut and Mikey. Hang on, there's one more to go. Mini stocks, adult mini stocks, Keegan Ridderford. Right. The lucky last award of the night. The draw for the $1,500. Puck's gonna draw it out. Someone? Anyone? All right.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Travel Managers for this. Palmy Track. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool this. So, no, cheers to everyone and cheers to all the volunteers who's helped out keep the Speedway running this season, and Puck and the team for giving us a good track every week, and all the competitors for some good hard racing. Cheers.
All right, that wraps up our awards. Thanks everyone for behaving kind of. For the final word, and there's a few more slides as well, I'm going to hand you over to Bruce Robertson. He's got some pretty special words. Thank you.
Righto, thank you everybody for coming along to the awards tonight. Special congratulations to all the competitors that have won trophies tonight, both from the club side and the promotion side. If you're not there, we don't have a show, and it's those that are second, third, and further down the field. Well done to you too for making the effort to go here racing. Look, also like to especially thank Chris Watson and the committee from the club for putting this together, along with assistance from Puck and Amanda behind the scenes. I think Marie was helping there too. Well done. It was a great turnout tonight. I think we've got around 350 people here. I think last year we were around the 280 mark, so Speedway's certainly on the upper, that's for sure. We're planning to get underway about the 16th of October, so that'll come around really quickly. Of course, that'll be subject to rugby and the weather and COVID and all the other dramas that we have trying to promote Speedway. We're getting ready to head off to the Speedway conference on about the 9th and 10th of July, where all the new rule changes take effect. There won't be any technical changes that are worth worrying about, but you need to be aware that there'll be some changes in racing rules and that sort of thing. Teams tickets, you're all wondering when they're going to go on sale. We were planning to have them on sale by now, but Ticketek are still working on the setup for this coming season. We either hope to have them about the 24th of this month, or it may be the 1st of July. So we're just going to see how they go on getting the setup and the tickets ready for sale. New Zealand stock cars this year at Waikaraka. That'll be around the 28th, 29th of December. So if you're planning on being part of that, last year they were at Miani. We had 240 or thereabout competitors, and I'm picking we'll end up with a similar number in Auckland there. About a week later, there'll be the New Zealand Super Stocks at Huntly. New Zealand Mini Sprints, we've got that here in Palmerston, February the 19th is the date we've got penciled in for that at the moment. So all you mini stock fans, mini sprint fans, sorry, not mini stocks, better get that right. And the sidecars have got an unusual championship this year. They're going to Rosebank. They're racing on the 4th of March. 5th of March they're doing nothing, having drinks I suppose. And then the 6th of March is their finals, so I don't know how many will be surviving for that. Huge number of competitors at Palmerston North this last season. We had 457 competitors contracted to Palmerston, believe it or not. Amazing. There were 325 full licences and 132 one-day licences, so that's amazing. And particularly, well, congratulations to Jamie Larson, 1NZ. It's great to have a competitor like that that's been racing consistently as contractor of the track here. I believe he was going to retire, but Birdie tells me there's another car in the wings somewhere, but hey, we'll wait and see. There's a stock car, super stock car tank celebration meeting coming up late November, early December, so it'll be something to look forward to. We're going to have a whole heap of tanks here from all around the country. Those were the days. All right, with that note, we'll end. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and the band will be underway very shortly. Thank you all for coming along, and looking forward to next season.
Just a quick word on my behalf from Palmerston North Base. Just like to say thanks to all the staff, especially Amanda in the office, all the volunteers. Great job. Was trying this year with the redevelopment, but we got through there, and obviously next year we'll be underway and we can sell some of those premier pit spaces off, so you can guarantee a spot every night. So thanks to all the sponsors and everybody what helped out. Takes a lot to keep it all going, and well done to all the volunteers and and Graham and his crew, scrutineers. It just goes on and on. If I'll miss someone, so they'll be offended. So thanks, everyone. Thank you. Have a great night.
Just one more final word, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of Stu. Thank you to each and every one of you who, through the season, occasionally gets a microphone shoved up your nose for a chat. And often I know it's the most inconvenient time. Stu, I didn't get anyone that said bugger off. Everyone was happy to spend a couple of minutes being recorded, quick chat, letting the people know how you're going. So I'm sure Stu would agree. We really do appreciate all of you that gave us your time so that we could do our job. Thank you for that.